Most of us think that we're doing the right thing by eating what is assumed to be healthy. Others simply just don't know what the heck is in the food that they're eating that is contributing to us getting sick, staying sick, and making it hard for us to lose weight. In this video, we're going to talk about 8 common things most people eat on a regular that is contributing to us getting sick, staying sick, and making it hard for us to lose weight. People eat what they eat for several reasons. Some eat whatever is available to them because they don't have the time or the resources. Others eat certain things because they think that those things are healthy or okay to eat or are deemed as food. However, there's a lot of things that people eat knowingly or unknowingly that can be really harmful to their health. Number 1 is microwave popcorn. If you're buying microwave popcorn, please stop. There's just so many things wrong with microwave popcorn. Obviously, it depends on which one you buy. And most of these popcorn use hydrogenated oils. The butter that they use to give it that flavor has a natural flavoring to give it a taste. And most of these popcorn use GMO corn. So instead of using microwave popcorn, you can make your own popcorn. I made plenty of videos on how to make popcorn using your stovetop. And even if you do want to microwave your popcorn, you can buy the popcorn kernel, put it in a brown bag. You can use whatever oil you want. I love using coconut oil. It tastes similar to butter, and if you add some salt to it, it's like salted butter, so you have your flavors right there. It tastes a lot like microwave popcorn, but you don't have to worry about the preservatives, the coloring agents. I think cooking the old-fashioned way and doing things back in the days the way they used to do it is always way better. Food number 2 is ramen noodle. Thankfully, I think I'm allergic to ramen noodles. I actually threw up the last 2 times that I ate it, so I haven't done ramen noodles since like 12 years ago. First of all, I had GI issues, so I should have been the last one to eat ramen noodles. But anyway, it's not healthy for many reasons, including these. But ramen noodles have no nutritional value, for one. It has a chemical called TBHQ, which derived from petroleum, so I don't know why we would want to eat anything that is made from petroleum or from that chemical. It is high in sodium, and most contain MSG, and even the ones that says no MSG, if you read the ingredients, there are worse things in there than MSG. So I would just avoid it altogether if you can. And I know, especially for students that are broke and busy, I've been there before. My daughter was a student as well. But if you must eat noodles, there are healthier options these days. And I'm going to put a list right here of healthier options. There are studies that shows that eating these noodles can lead to metabolic syndrome, especially for women. So skip the ramen noodle. And there's this noodle that I like to eat. It's plant-based noodle. I forgot what it's called, but I'm going to put it right here. It is bland, but if you cook it the right way, it is really, really tasty. And I made several recipes on my TikTok channel, on YouTube as well. And whatever junk you can buy from the store or the restaurants or the fast food places, you can make it better and healthier at home. Trust me, there's nothing that you can buy from the store that you couldn't make from your own kitchen. Number 3, one of the most common foods that we use that is contributing to our poor health and metabolic problems is the ultra-processed sugar. It's one of those that you should do your very best to reduce if you cannot eliminate it, because I know it's one of those very addictive foods that we use. Some people are calling it now the legal drug. But sugar contributes to weight gain. It increases the chances of chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart diseases. It is inflammatory to the body, contributes to cognitive decline, it disrupts the gut flora while it helps grow the bad bacteria. And for sensitive people like myself, I almost always have yeast infection after eating sugary things like cakes, flan, along with other sweet things. Like if I eat too much of those sweet stuff in one day or even back to back, I will for sure get yeast infection. I do eat sweet things, but I normally use natural sugars like dates, bananas, apples, and honey as a sugar replacement. I did make plenty of date recipes, making date paste, making date syrup. I use those for my coffee and also honey. And another thing, guys, is ultra processed. Sugar accelerates the aging process. So if you're not trying to age faster than your actual age, you should reduce your consumption of sugar as minimal as possible. Number 4 is flavored yogurt. Flavored yogurt is not only high in sugar, and some of the sugars that they use is high fructose corn syrup, which is really bad for your health and contributes to chronic illnesses like metabolic syndrome, like insulin resistance, diabetes, high blood pressure. Flavored yogurt has a lot of added sugar. Most of them are unnecessarily high in sugar. Some use artificial sweeteners, preservatives that sometimes kill the good bacteria that they're supposed to have to help your gut, which defeats the purpose of eating yogurt for better gut health and immune support. A lot of our immunity is in our gut, so eating the right type of yogurt not only helps with your immune support, especially if you're a woman, it is really good for feminine health as well as maintaining your gut flora. If you must eat yogurt, I suggest you buy the plain yogurt, and I made tons of recipes on how to make different flavored yogurt using natural sweeteners like fruits, honey, nuts, seeds, and other things to make delicious yogurt without compromising your health and actually reaping the benefits of eating yogurt. Number 5 is soda. Soda is one of those that, like, I just kind of feel bad for people who drink soda on a regular. Not only is it high in sugar, like high fructose corn syrup, which if you live in Europe and other parts of the world that actually care about their citizens, maybe you don't have to worry too much about this part. Most European countries use cane sugar in their sodas instead of the high fructose corn syrup. But since high fructose syrup is way cheaper, it reaps more profit than using cane sugar. So I get why the US use high fructose corn syrup instead of the little more expensive cane sugar. But high fructose corn syrup is disruptive to your gut. It contributes to chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart health issues, weight gain. Also the coloring that they use, the preservatives that they use, all those are toxic for the body. So try to stay away from soda. A great substitute for soda that's actually great for you, is good for your gut health, is good for feminine health, and can help support your immune system is yerba mate, kombucha, and fermented drinks like gingerbread. These are natural sodas that are actually beneficial to you. So if you like the taste of soda and you want to avoid all these toxins in the sodas, you can try some of these. And also you can add flavor to your water by adding lemon, cucumbers. I don't flavor my water because I don't like water. In fact, I love water. However, I flavor my water to add vitamins and electrolytes. For those who don't like water for whatever reason, I make flavored ice using watermelon, hibiscus, and other fruits and vegetables. So you can do the same thing if you don't like water. Number 6 is syrup. It can be the syrup that you pour over your pancakes, the syrup that you use to flavor your coffee or add to your teas or other drinks, the ones that you use to cook with. Most syrups are full of preservatives, artificial flavoring, high fructose corn syrup, which I just talked about. Not only are those hormone disruptors, but they can also contribute to metabolic syndrome like diabetes, insulin resistance, weight gain, and inflammatory issues. So try to stay away from those syrups. You can make your own syrup, even flavored syrup, using natural things like strawberries, blueberries, hibiscus. I made many recipes using these. Number 7 is protein bars. Protein bars are not only high in sugar, calories, and carbs, but most of them have preservatives and artificial flavors that are not good for you. A lot of them also contain seed oils that are inflammatory. And by the way, some protein bars have more sugar than candy bar. You can make your own protein bar using natural things like seeds, nuts, butters, dates, goji berries, real chocolate, or cacao. There's a plethora of healthy protein, high protein bars you can make on your own without risking your health. And I did make a few videos on my platforms on how to make Powerball, I call them, or protein bars. If you want, you can check those out. Yes, sometimes you just don't have the time. You must grab things on the go. But if you must do that, try to buy the healthier options. Yes, it might cost a little bit more, but what is your health worth to you? It comes down to that. So it's either sacrifice some time to make these foods or try to spend a little bit extra to get high quality food that are beneficial to you and would not contribute to you getting sick. Number 8 is fried food. I know it's hard to let go of fried foods because it is comforting. It's one of those comfort foods. It does taste amazingly good. However, fried foods are one of those that you eat once in a while, and if you must fry your foods, please avoid using hydrogenated oils or seed oils. For one, those oils are toxic. Secondly, frying your food in these hydrogenated oils or seed oils in high temperature creates a chemical called acrylamide, and if you keep eating these fried foods, it can lead to inflammatory and chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer. So try to avoid fried foods as much as possible. Now, if you have an air fryer, it is better to use air fryer or drizzle a little bit of avocado oil or coconut oil and just roast it in your oven to get the crunch without using the inflammatory oils like seed oils or hydrogenated oils. Hydrogenated oils or seed oils are highly processed, highly inflammatory, so try to avoid them as much as possible. Just try to saute your food lightly if possible. Try steaming, boiling, there's so many healthy and tasty recipes that are out there that does not require deep frying your food, especially using these horrible oils. Back in the days, people used to eat real food. Most people used to cook from scratch. They bought real food, but nowadays a lot of our foods are manufactured in factories, some in the labs, and even the ones that are grown in the farm are grown with toxic things like glyphosates, GMOs, whether it's the animals or the crops. I understand that not everyone have time to make things to eat healthy because it does require a little more time. However, if your health is important to you, if you depend on yourself to provide for you, everyone must work, and you have to have an able body to be able to do anything in this world, including work. All that requires a healthy body, and it may take a little more investment, but what is life if you're not able to provide for yourself because you're sick, or you can't even enjoy your life because you're sick, or have to depend on other people to provide for you because you are unable to go and work? If your health is important enough, I think it's worth the sacrifice. If you depend on yourself to be able to work and feed yourself and want to enjoy life, I think prioritizing your health should be important to you, because if your body is not healthy, if you are sick, it is almost impossible to go to work and take care of yourself. And I battle with this, so I personally know how it feels, and that's why I take my health so importantly, because I do not like to depend on people. I like to do for myself, and I like to travel. I like to enjoy life, and all that requires a healthy body. So that's part of the reason why I have changed my life and my diet. I'm not perfect, but I try to eat healthy at least 80% of the time. But my point is, if you want a healthy body, healthy mind, and progress in life, you have to prioritize your health. There are way too many people that are unnecessarily sick because of the choices they make in their lives, and One of those main things are the things that we eat. And like I said, some eat whatever they eat because they don't have enough resources or they don't know how to cook. Some eat what they eat because of emotional trauma and don't know how to cope with. And some simply are just ignorant to the horrible things that our food is made with. It's really important to bring awareness to the things that we eat. Some people are just not aware. They think that whatever is labeled as food or deemed as being consumable is good for them or is safe to eat those things. Health is important and your health is your wealth. We can all contribute to better things in life if we are healthy, if we're able, and if we take care of our bodies. Anyway, this wraps it up for this video. And if you're interested in learning how to cook, learning healthier options when it comes to recipes, whether it's food recipes, beauty recipes, or even things that you need around the house to make your house smell good and all that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and don't forget to hit the post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a video. I hope you have a blessed day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I hope to catch you on my next video.